It's a city where anything can happen, so what could go wrong or right as I hit up LA Unscripted. It's LA's most photographed structure. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin and we are inside the Bradbury building at Noya House's brand new Wyman Bar. This is just one of SoCal's many hidden gems, so let's get right to it. Now revealing another must for local wanderlust.
Traditionally, people drink tea to socialize, so it was like a centerpiece for a conversation. Hi, my name is Samuel Wang, and I'm the owner of Steep LA, and I am revealing the art of traditional Chinese tea. So I grew up drinking tea with my family when I was raised in Taiwan. It was really comforting. It was really fun to surround myself with this practice and actually having friends over and drink tea. I always appreciated my own culture and wanted to see what we can do to bring a little bit of that to United States and to Los Angeles. Currently, everybody's moving at such a fast pace. So for us, we really want to push for this slow living type of life, coming to Steep, since I think tea itself is very calming. We've had computer engineers, we have people on dates. You know, you can really kind of focus on each other when you're here doing tea, because tea itself is very, it needs some care. It needs you to make it. You need to wait for it. I grew up with these. Oolongs are what I drank, well, what my dad drank, so I just drank it with him. So that's what we want to focus on here. So it's the moment, right? The moment of having friends around, having people around you, having that conversation around tea.
The old tree is floral, orchid, malt, vanilla, wood.
Yeah. So this one is from Yunnan, China.
Okay.
And this is picked off a tree that's been there for 300 years. We tell everybody we're tea room first, but when the pandemic hit, we put a little more focus on food and takeout and delivery, do some outdoor tea ceremony, which is really nice to see. This is our setup. Generally, if you come and do a tea ceremony, indoors or outdoors. So this is called a fairness cup. Put in there, since you can see how much tea you have in there.
Okay.
You know how much to share with whoever's drinking with you.
How many times can you steep it?
For a black tea, generally you can do at least 6. Yes.
This is so soothing. So now that I've kind of watched you, can you kind of coach me through it? Can I do one?
Of course.
Okay, I'm going in the fairness cup because I don't want you cheating with how much you get. Hey,
50-50.
California's a 50-50 state.
Yes.
It's a different color.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost like drinking wine because there's layers to it.
Do a tea ceremony online, even though you can't serve tea to your friends, but I think everybody can gather over tea still or have a virtual tea gathering. Still come through and buy the tea ceremony at home. We're happy to share all the knowledge we have.
How do I say thank you in Chinese?
It says 谢谢.
谢谢.
Too much SH sound in there, so
Okay.
you want a more like a X sound, like a 谢.
谢谢.
Yeah.
Yeah! I did it. I almost said a bad word. So what does going off script mean to you? Well, for us, it's rediscovering the old or finding the new. Now our SoCal born and bred unscripter Jasmine Simpkins with this next address to check out.
Duck season is back here at the Honda Center in Anaheim. Wild Wing and I have worked up quite the appetite, and now we're gonna get some food inside Briax. But first, score! I won!
It's fun to feed 15,000 people in like a 2-3 hour span. It's a new challenge for me to take over as the executive chef, but I'm here to bring back the food scene. Hi, I'm Chef Paul at Brewery X Beer Garden. Currently, our specialties are We're bringing back our own in-house smoked meats, trying to revamp all the menus for the restaurants. Specialties are the chili lime salmon, scallop, sushi. So right here, this is our sweet package. This is our steakhouse package. So we have a truffle mac and cheese, harissa roasted cauliflower, our loaded mashed potatoes, and then our crab cakes. Our dual colored asparagus, we have white and green asparagus with pink peppercorn and lemon vinaigrette. And then so we have a porcini rub flank steak here as well. The tomahawk there is a supplement for the guest that wants to impress their guest.
Yeah. You guys definitely have stuff for the meat eaters. I love this. Okay. And then for the sushi connoisseurs.
Sushi. Right here, this is a boat for a sweet order as well. It consists of 60 pieces, assorted sashimi and nigiri rolls. And then we have our grilled and chilled shrimp cocktail in the bottom.
So wait, will it come out in this
Yeah,
boat
it comes
like
out
this?
in the boat like
that. Oh my gosh, this is impressive.
Yeah, we try to impress our guests. Sushi's one of our top sellers here. So we stock mostly concession stands with sushi. Now we have our build your own poke station.
I'm a roll girl. I love rolls. So what kind of rolls do we have here?
So right here we have just like a low carb roll, just cucumber and then a shrimp tempura and then just a salmon roll.
So good.
Every event we'll try to have a different cocktail. We'll do like a old fashioned with mezcal and tequila. If you were to get a sweet, we have a huge selection of wines from Screaming Eagle to Abagus to anything that's up there. All I care about is keeping our customers happy and just keeping everybody smiling and going out to enjoy the game after.
Well, it's a pretty awesome and cool job. So thank you for letting LAU come. I'm gonna try something.
Of course, help yourself.
I will.
Do you have a local hotspot or hidden gem to share? DM us so we can feature your neighborhood go-to. And for more fantastic local finds, stay tuned. LA Unscripted from the Wyman Bar at Noya House Bradbury will be right back.
McDonald's of Southern California is proud to spotlight the achievements made by LGBTQ+ icons. These icons champion progress with inclusivity to move the LGBTQ+ community forward. We're celebrating LGBTQ+ History Month with the Deputy Director of Outfest.
We, of course, began with a film festival and has ballooned over time.
Outfest is a nonprofit that is dedicated to creating, empowering storytellers to tell LGBTQ stories and characters, and through that, create empathy to change the world. When it started back in 1983, it was started by a few students on the campus of UCLA who weren't seeing themselves positively portrayed. And so they created a media conference for positive LGBTQ, although at the time it was probably leaning into the lesbian and gay portrayal, just so that they could see themselves. This was before we had marriage. This was before a number of the trans rights that we saw both achieved and then unfortunately sort of rolled back here of late. We're so excited about the Legacy Awards that are this Saturday, and this is our annual fundraiser, and we're honoring Janelle Monáe, Star Trek, and Glamazon.
This month is LGBTQ+ History Month, which is so important. Tell me about the kind of importance of celebrating the LGBTQ+ history, especially since you guys have been celebrating for over 40 years now.
They always say if you don't know your history, then you don't know who you are. So I think it's so important that we're looking back at our history in a month like October, where we're celebrating LGBTQ History Month, to really understand ourselves as a community, that community in relation to the bigger world. And now more than ever, if we're not talking about ourselves and ourselves as having been here for forever, then it just makes it easy to sort of erase us. Outfest restored one of the earliest known films from 1919, different from the others. One of the earliest positive, gay story lines. And I think, wow, we have this in our archive, dating back to 1919, along with lots of other material that's just has such history. And if those things didn't exist, then I think the world looks bleak. But when you look back and see how far we've come, it really does like lean into that Martin Luther King Jr. statement, you know, history, the arc of history bends towards progress.
Welcome back to LA Unscripted from the iconic Bradbury Building. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin. And from movies to TV, this iconic construction has starred in so many blockbuster scenes. Here on LA Unscripted, we love to serve up some great stories. And you know who else loves to dish? Our Megan, tell us.
Each fish I crafted without any compromise. I want to indulge my customer 100% true Japanese sushi. I want to distinguish myself, distinguish this restaurant Soko. I want to be special, cannot compare to anywhere else in city.
Chef Masa, first of all, I'm honored to be here with you today. We're gonna make some sushi, but what is so important to you about those knives? They're so sharp.
I use many knives. My knives that travel with me in more than 10 years. Part of my profession, cannot stay away with them. I was born in a small town in Hokkaido, city called Hakodate, in northern part of big island in Japan. Then I moved to Tokyo to learn the sushi at the restaurant kitchens. Cooking schools gives you just idea and just knowledge and just on the head. Working the restaurant in the back of the house, front of the house, sushi bar, more practical learning rather than classroom.
And just go in circles, see the ridges. Here's this isn't salmon, this is tuna. Here's the tuna. Okay, dip my fingers in there.
Yeah, you put the finger and with your hands. Okay. You need to shape the rice. The flip over.
Oh, and then you pinch it.
Soko, this name in Japanese is storage rooms. This is big enough for storage, but not big enough for restaurants. That's why we have only 8 seats. We could provide more one-to-one service, more personalized, cooking to them. This is 8 is enough.
Preparation and presentation.
Yeah.
Right, Chef Masa?
Well done, Megan.
Thank you so much. Do you approve?
Yes.
Am I hired?
Yes.
Okay, from Tell Us Talk to Rich on Tech with what's worth a click today.
We've got an apple.
Yes.
Yeah, even the core. With the core. Yeah.
Food scraps may never have to go into the trash ever again.
Now this I had for breakfast. This was my avocado. No pit. No pit. Good to go. Yep. Okay.
Thanks to a new appliance that turns them into dirt.
Now this, come on, there's no way.
Yeah, it'll totally work.
It's called the Lomi from sustainable product company Pila.
It was a crazy idea 3 years ago.
Matt Bertulli is CEO.
Food waste is a huge climate problem. Food in landfills just produces methane. Methane is like lighter fluid for the atmosphere. It's terrible.
The kitchen composter is pretty simple.
There's a removable bucket on the inside.
Just fill it up with the food you might typically toss into the trash.
Let's put the rest of this in.
Yeah, let's throw it in.
Okay,
yeah.
The rest. Now, no plastic bag.
No
though.
plastic.
Okay.
No.
It works with many items that will naturally break down, like bits of fruit, veggie peels, coffee grounds, and even some paper.
The machine itself has a bunch of sensors and software in it, right? That's monitoring humidity, heat, oxygen, so that we can kind of like design the environment for a breakdown.
Add some water and a special tablet loaded with bacteria to help jumpstart the process.
You turn it on when you go to sleep, kind of what you do with your dishwasher. And then while it's running, effectively it's taking all that and it's turning it into usable dirt.
Once inside, scraps are agitated, heated, and more. The $500 machine has just one button to select a cycle that lasts between 4 and 20 hours. Here's what the scraps we put in look like after a night of processing. Compost ready to be tossed into a flower bed or garden.
It's getting it to a place where it can be added into existing environments, and that's keeping it at a landfill, and that's a huge win.
And we have more info to make your life easier, better, and happier. LA Unscripted from downtown LA's beautiful Bradbury Building. We'll be right back. Bradbury building may not look like much from the outside, but step inside and welcome to jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring architecture. It's kind of like the heart of LA Unscripted. We want to take you beyond the obvious and scratch more than just the surface of our city. Now something else, oh so amazing, you may never have known was right in our own backyard.
So we're actually fans of LA Unscripted. We follow the show. Hi, I'm Roger, and this is Paul. We're from Savory Roads Catering, and we dare Dana to come and make paella with us. Savory Roads is a paella catering service. We specialize in paella, and that's my love, my passion. We are a Los Angeles-based company, but we do travel all over. We've done paellas in San Diego, we've done paellas in San Francisco, Palm Springs. We've even done one in North Carolina.
Okay, I accept your dare. I am so excited. I don't know if you know this, but I love paella. My family loves paella.
Well, we're in for a treat, because you're cooking it.
I am cooking it?
Yeah, and I even got you a...
Someone may die here.
Apron.
Oh, this is perfect.
Our paellas are customized to the specifications of our clients. We can do everything from a traditional paella to a paella mixta to a vegan paella. Also have done kosher-friendly paellas where we can satisfy the needs of those who can't eat certain of the ingredients that we use.
All right, so I see a lot of ingredients here.
Well, this is the paella mixta, and the paella mixta consists of seafood and chicken.
Okay.
And I add chorizo because I love chorizo.
How did you learn to make paella?
I made paella because my parents used to entertain a lot, and they would hire chefs to come and make it
when
I was a kid. And when I moved on to college, my apartment became the hangout for the Spanish department. We would dance flamenco, poetry recitals, guitar, and then I would make the paella for everybody.
So you can take this to people's homes and you can do parties.
Yeah, we can do 300 people, 500 people. We're gonna start with the shrimp.
And why is that?
We're gonna season the pan. We do a quick sear on the shrimp and then remove it.
Okay. This smells delicious.
It's better than Chanel.
Better than Chanel.
It's paella number 5.
What is it about paella that you think you love so much?
Well, I love paella because paella is a family dish. It's normally eaten around the table on a weekend, and traditionally it's eaten right out of the pan. Everyone grabs a spoon and has their side.
I don't know if anybody else can read it but us, but it says LAU. Is this my plate?
This is your paella.
We're gonna need a bigger plate.
Well, we can refill it.
So excited. Okay, hold on. Oh. This is paella.
Yep, paella made by Dana.
Wow. Oh, this is delicious. It's like, seriously, like a symphony of flavors in your mouth. So good. We made paella. We made paella. Dana Dare complete. Oh my God, I love this. Think of us as your treasure map to happy. Now, how about these healthy vibes?
Patients who I've had who really couldn't even take care of their kids anymore, couldn't just do the daily activities of driving their kids to school. You can imagine if your eyes hurt all the time and they were bulging out and you had double vision or decreased vision, so you couldn't actually go out in the sun. You didn't really want to go to the grocery store because little kids would point at you.
They say eyes are windows to the soul, but a local doctor warns when life gets busy, clear signs of health concerns could be blurry.
Things that can actually be associated with an autoimmune disease, just feeling so lack of energy to not even be able to get out of bed or of actually doing normal function. Women are actually 9 times more likely to have autoimmune processes, especially autoimmune thyroid disease. Graves' eye disease or thyroid eye disease is when the immune system that we all have that normally fights off bacteria and viruses that we encounter, but now it starts to attack the tissue around our eyes. A lot of my patients, they don't even go into social circumstances. They restrict their lives 80 or 90%.
Though today, a new focus.
The IV infusion therapy was called a breakthrough therapy by the FDA because 85% of patients respond to the therapy, and of those, 93% have long-term results. In 90% of patients, it can reverse and lead to long-lasting improvement. We spent the last 15 years in our laboratory working towards this type of treatment. We're in Los Angeles, all around Los Angeles actually, Beverly Hills, down in Long Beach, San Diego, but also Newport Beach.
Thank you so much to the Noya House Bradbury team for letting us go off script in your amazing space. Where will we pop up next? I don't know, but maybe that favorite spot you just DM'd us. You never know. We'll see you next time. Mwah.